What's up, guys? We have Ghost from the Past, the second haunting. Ooh, spooky stuff here. This is my fifth favorite set of the year, kind of, sort of. So, yeah, we'll go with that. So the whole point of these there's gonna be five videos, guys, and it's gonna be my favorite sets of the year. I'm not gonna be picking core sets, spoilers, and I'm not gonna be picking those deck building sets because those are terrible. And the ratios are just god awful because you only have like 3 ultras in a box. We're not gonna obviously pick Duels from the Deep because that sucked ass. The Ghost Rare, the chase card is like $20. The set itself is like $30. What else is there? Yeah, it's the core sets. Why am I not picking any core sets, right? So actually, I like Darkwing Blast, for example. I like Power of the Elements for reasons other reasons. People like it because of the meta cards. I like it because of the elemental hero or the Neos in particular, because it's more Neos themed support than anything. I like those cards. Darkwing Blast is probably my favorite core set, though, because it has a lot more variety. There's super rares that are really good. Like, they actually are doing well, and that opening up a core set is really depressing because you only get really the only chase for the most part on average is the 4 ultras, the 2 secret rares in each box, and of course the Starlight that you're probably not going to get because it's 1.5 or so per case, right? So is that the correct ratio? I think I've seen people say that, right? 1.5 per case. We'll go with that. I don't know. Core sets are just not enjoyable. There's no randomness to it. Once you see 3 box openings, they're boring as fuck. So those were out for my thing here. But just so you guys know, there is love there. Darkwing Blast I didn't even like it because of the, whoa, I'm moving the camera here, because the Blackwing stuff, to be honest. The Blackwing stuff, I think, because it's kind of unanimously in the community, it's kind of mediocre, right? I think we can all agree with that. But having Beast Steals, having fucking all that other stuff that I'm blanking on now, because of course I'm on the spot and I'm blanking on it, but having a whole bunch of stuff that's actually doing well in the meta is really nice. Having super rares that you can actually profit from, really nice. Having a lot of really good like archetypes is really nice. Anyway, so why the fuck is Ghost from the Past 2, or the second haunting, whatever you want to call it, why is that my fifth favorite set, right? So, and it's got to be, it would be higher on the list, but, so this is my personal, thing. It was really hard to get, ghost rares. I bought a case, didn't get any. I'm not salty about it. What I am, upsetty spaghetti about, though, is that Konami's spreads are really fucking weird. And, if people buy a case and they get 7 ghost rares, that is awesome. And good for them, right? And I think someone actually did, I think. But if someone buys a case and they don't get any ghost rares, that should be a really weird anomaly as well. But I think that was more common than not, which sucks. But this isn't the only set this year that had that problem. We had that problem with Magnificent Mavens. I don't like calling it mama. Like, let's be honest. I ain't no simp. I'm a player, motherfucker. No, but really, I'm not gonna say mama. I'm sorry. Crystal's Revenge both had the same problem. Kind of Crystal's Revenge less so. But when you have 10 ghost rares in the set itself, when you have 10 Starlights and then also 18 Pharaoh rares in the case of Magnificent Mavens, they should be at least a little bit easier to get, and a lot of people were not seeing that, which is unfortunate. But the reason Ghost from the Past is lower than all of those, right, is because the other sets at least had other really good staples. Magnificent Mavens had so many good reprints. Ghost from the Past 2 really had like 4 really good reprints that people really wanted and that are holding value. If you look at the value of the set, the stuff that's driving it is the ghost rares, and even then, not so much. The only thing that is saving it is the Dark Magician Girl, the Blue Eyes, and I think the Red Eyes. Ironically, because a lot of people complain and bitch about DM support, but you can clearly see that it has I mean, there's a reason why, right? I'm also, I'm guilty of that too, guys. I bitch about Konami always supporting DM stuff as well. It is what it is, but it sells. We'll go with that, and we're gonna start this opening, guys. Hopefully, I've made my case of why I think this is why I consider it my 5th favorite set of the year. And we're also going to be opening up the 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, and I'll make my case then too for those guys. So don't worry. All right, so let's start here and see what we can do. This is probably also the last time I'm going to be opening this set, if I'm going to be completely honest, because there's really no reason to. Honestly, if you can just buy the ghost rares, you can buy singles, they're really cheap. There's really no reason to. But Glow Up Bloom is a pretty good card, actually. Pretty good reprint. Double D Savant Thomas, a Sky Cavalry Centuria, Despian Tragedy, and Vampire Duke. So here's another thing why this set kind of bombed. Konami's and they're kind of going away from this, but they gotta. So I can't say that they gotta, right? They have been getting away from this, but printing stuff from structured decks in this set completely wrong. And then I love the fact that we have Kluger now, Klugs, but it took a long time as well to get this, and it obviously didn't sell the set. So there's also that they picked cards that didn't sell the set. Besides, I mean, obviously the Ghost Rares. But the imports didn't sell the set. The structure deck cards didn't sell the set. Vision Hero reprints didn't sell the set. Well, I mean, okay. So here's the thing: the Vision Heroes they picked, they could have just picked Forest and Increase, and they would have been really good. But then they chose the other ones that were like cents each. So that was a really bad move in my opinion. But and that kind of goes, that kind of adds like a hit. It drops a couple points down on the set because there's so many cards in here, and they all didn't need to be in here. You know what I mean? Like the set size, when a set has too many cards, and the cards themselves are not that good, like the reprints are not there, they're not that good, like Vision Heroes, then it does hit it negatively impacts the set, essentially, is what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to convey here. And I love Heroes, guys. I love Heroes, but the reprinting all the Vision Heroes was unneeded. It was just unnecessary because it just increased the set size, and then now the stuff that you do want to get is very hard to get because of the sheer amount of cards that are actually in the set. So that's a negative. Chronicle Magician is also another import that didn't really do too well because I mean, does it do anything that's important? Probably not. As far as the Ghost Rares, I mean, if you look at the Ghost Rares, there's some that are doing really well. Obviously, the DM stuff is doing really well, like I said, and then there's cards that are not doing so well. So, what was it? 𝗦𝗪𝗧? I mean, that's a DM card, but that's a shitty DM card to pick. It's really random too. Like, why him, or why that spell? No idea. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. I think that's also like a common theme with Konami, with a lot of these rarity stuff. Valiant is also pretty good reprint, actually. So maybe not just Forest and Increase, but also Valiant was a good Vision Hero inclusion in here. But yeah, with the higher rarity stuff, with the Starlight's Pharaoh Rare, Ghost Rares, etc., this year Konami had no rhyme or reason, and I think that's kind of like the norm. They just throw darts at a dartboard and go with whatever lands, I suppose, because there is just no rhyme or reason. Insector, Gigamantis, Boral, and Dragon, to see like who wants this? Like I don't who the hell is actually playing this? Maybe it is a good card, I don't know. But I mean, if you look at TCG Player, it's really cheap. I mean, maybe it is because a lot of people bought the set and opened it up, but I don't know. We'll go with that. Yeah, here's another thing. Kriston Halki, whatever the fuck you want to call him. he got banned. So now this set's value did drop, unfortunately. So I guess I'm just pleading my case why I picked this as number 5. So let's be positive. What is positive about this set, right? They didn't all pick. All the ghost rares were not all DM cards, right? There was a 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗣𝗣𝗡, which I am very happy about. Didn't pull it, but I actually haven't even bought one. Well, no, I have bought one. I bought one. I didn't pull it, but I bought one, and no, I really do. I like that. I like that a lot. Dark Arm Dragon Daddy, also very good. I'm trying to think here. What other ones were there? That's about it. And I mean, in the positivity thing, they did reprint the core Vision Heroes. Fares was a $50 card before this reprint. Increased was like a $20 card before this reprint. Let's see, they reprinted a Luber, the Luber. They reprinted him. He was $100, I think. Before was he $100 actually? He was above like $50, I think, because he only had one printing at the time. He was a secret rare. People wanted to play Despia, all that jazz. You know how it is. So, I mean, there's that. Also, actually, these fusion cards, these normie fusion cards getting reprinted. I think the only time they were printed were in tournament packs. So I mean, that's also pretty neat. We got also some nice other reprints in here in the form of, I mean, this guy Hope, number 38, 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗣𝗣𝗢, and we also got number 60 something. Shit. If we pull it, we pull it, but he's like a rank 4 exceeds. I want to say 69, number 69, but obviously it's probably just a meme. It's not actually the one I'm thinking of. Rare Fish. Nice. I like Mammoth though. I think Mammoth is my favorite normie fusion that we got reprinted in here. Well, Helki getting reprinted was pretty positive. At the time, he was pretty expensive, and we obviously didn't know he was going to get banned. So, like, I mean, we can blame or ding the set in retrospectively doing it, but at the time, it was a really good reprint. It's unfortunate that there weren't a lot of really good generic cards being reprinted, like basically like what Magnificent Mavens did. But it is what it is. That's why the set is number 5 and not number 1. Picking Dark Magician Girl, it was also really nice because we did need a high rarity Dark Magician Girl card. I mean, now there's 2 with the Pharaoh rare. We got 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗏𝗏. I think he was an import too. See, the imports were just not that good. Unfortunately, 𝗦𝗦𝗏𝗏, there was a Lady from the Wasteland or something like that, and some other cards in here. All right, so last pack, guys, and we're ending it with a number 97. Actually, that's another really good reprint, number 97. Yeah, 𝗦𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the Dragon of Lube, the Flute of Summoning Kuriboh, and the Vampire Domination. Another really weird reprint. Why in this set, you know? And it just increases the set size. And I think wasn't this card reprinted in Brothers of Legend or something like that? I mean, it should have been, if anything, because it fits that set. But that's the video, guys. Number 5. You know, it's not number 1. That's why it's so low on the list. I don't know how to really end this, but I mean, it's an alright set. It's okay. It's not a main set, so that's why it's on the list. It's not one of the weird deck building sets that only have like 3 ultras. It's a good, decent set. There's some collector stuff in here. There was some good meta stuff in here. Maybe Konami, if you want to take advice from a literal no one on the internet, make the set size a lot smaller and stop putting stuff in here from structured decks because they don't sell the set. But yeah, I'm excited for next year, guys. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Catch the other openings for my favorite other sets of 2022, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.